Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kauai County Council Roundup. We are recapping Wednesday's meeting of June 26th. I'm Mel Rapozo, your chair, Vice Chair Kipukai, Kualii.
Aloha.
Here to join me. And we actually had a really quick meeting, covered a lot of things, but it went by really quick. First thing, we approved funding for our county attorney's office to retain special counsel in the amount of $150,000. This is to defend the county in cases that are filed against the county by transit accommodation rental owners who are contesting their violations. So that was passed unanimously without any issue.
Yeah, we definitely previously supported more enforcement, so we have to definitely back them up when there's these appeals, if you will.
Yes, and because it's against the county and the counties are involved, we hire outside counsel from Oahu so we can get the best representation that we can. Right after that, we approved a grant from the federal government in the amount of almost $300,000 for our Office of Elderly Affairs for our National Family Caregiver Support Program. So again, money from the feds for us that basically flows right to our county agencies to support our aging population.
Federal dollars from the Older Americans Act.
Correct. And right after that, interesting, I made a comment on the floor, it was like Christmas for us because we had approved so many items that included free money from elsewhere. Our mayor was invited to attend the Hunt Institute's Early Learning Nation Policy Fellows Program that'll be held on the mainland in September, and they are paying for everything for a representative to go and participate. Great opportunity for us to go learn more about early childhood learning, which our mayor and this county has really supported in the new administration.
To learn and then also to contribute, to share, I think. They want to know how we're doing things as well, or not.
Yeah.
But basically they invited 2 people from every state, so 50 people, 50 states, 2 from each, 100 people gathering there to do this national leadership summit.
And I think you would agree that the best way to learn is by networking with other
Absolutely.
municipalities that are all trying to do the best we can for our kids and for our kupuna. We approved, or we did an indemnification approval for some portable radios that the fire department is purchasing. And then this one was very special because this was the Okinawa Life Saving Association has offered or invited our chief ocean safety guy, Kalani Vieira, one of the best watermen, I would say in the world, to go up to Japan to assist in their training program and actually train Okinawa lifeguards. And this will be in June, and they are picking up the tab for everything. So first of all, congratulations to Kalani Vieira for being that amazing leader. And much mahalos to the Okinawa Life Saving Association for allowing Kalani to go up there and share and train the Okinawan lifeguards.
Yep. Kalani, our superhero, he's been doing what he's been doing for a long time now.
And he does it extremely well. Also, $12,000 from the Department of Health, Alcohol and Drug Abuse Division to our Kauai Police Department so they can go out and enforce the underage tobacco laws that are in place. And this will cover overtime expenses and whatever else needed so that our Kauai Police Department can go out and enforce those laws. So again, it's not free money because it is all tax money, but the bottom line is not our general fund money. This is coming from the Department of Health, and we appreciate that. Also, indemnification agreements, which we all got to approve in the council for the Waimea Levee pump stations power system. If the power goes out, the pump stations go down.
Yep.
So the county, our wastewater division, has worked out an agreement with the gas company that should the power go out, the pumps will be powered by propane gas. And that is a good thing, and we will assure that Waimea Levee pump station doesn't go out, and really be a good thing for our people that live along that river.
Yep, definitely critical for public safety.
Absolutely. Another big one is, this one was from the State of Hawaii Department of Agriculture. $200,000 granted to the county for invasive species targeting or mitigating the spread of the coconut rhinoceros beetle. I know we talked about that pest a few shows ago, but again, this was the indemnification agreement so that we can move forward with that contract and start getting rid of that. That's a bad bug.
Pretty ugly,
It's-
scary
it's-
looking.
You know, a lot of these dangerous stuff is really pretty, but this rhinoceros beetle is one of the
Looks
ugliest
treacherous.
things. Yeah, it's nasty. Terrible, terrible, terrible. We all know about the High Five program where you take your cans and bottles and to your recyclable centers and get paid for it. Well, that also, all of our staff in a county that manages that program gets paid by our state grant, close to $380,000 to fund all of the positions. So the High Five program, although it's run here by the county, is fully funded by the state. So mahalo to the state for that as well. This next one, $375,000 from the federal and state funds to manage our Hawaii Coastal Zone Management Program. Like the High Five, we manage and enforce the coastal management SMA permits, the shoreline setback permits, and the enforcement. But like High Five, the state provides the funding for that entire unit. So again, much mahalo. But that one is critical, Kipukai. I know
Yeah,
you live out there
enforcement.
on Anahola, on the water. It's vital that we really make sure that all of the laws are being followed and complied with.
Absolutely.
We had 3 claims.
Usually vehicle damage, right?
Yeah.
Typically.
We had a lot of those, man. We had a lot of those. And then we had a couple of bills for second reading. One was, 2 of them were basically received or killed because of technical issues that had in the bill drafting, so they will be resubmitted. But the one that did go through was the bill, and I'll turn this one over to Mr. Kualii. We talked about this prior, about the housing
Yeah, we
credits,
did.
so you can go ahead and take
Yeah, it's the bill 2914, which is establishing a residential workforce housing credit system. And we worked on it a lot in committee. We worked on several amendments. And in fact, even this past Wednesday, we had another amendment. And that amendment was basically to give an end to the life of credits after 20 years. So we learned from the Big Island that their credit system is not working that well. There really isn't a market. It's not moving. And they have credits, some of them that are like 25 years old. And it's a kind of a extra headache for the administration to manage those credits. So we added a amendment to have the credits expire after 20 years. Yeah, even with all the improvements to the bill, I think there's still a lot of disagreement on the council, and it was very apparent in the final vote, because the final vote was basically 3-3, which meant it'll automatically defer until the next meeting when Councilmember Bulasan is back to cast the deciding vote. Basically, I think the different sentiments were that, it won't work, you know. And then on the other side was, well, we have to try, you know. I think that was the broader
That's pretty much
scope
it,
of
yeah.
it. But we did put several improvements to the bill so that it's not the same as the bill in the Kauai County they're struggling with, or even better than the Maui bill, which is only like lukewarm working for them.
Yeah, you know, it's really, I think what Mr. Cooley said is, you know, I think a lot of us want to see these structures built right away. And unfortunately, the reality is any development, whether it's a county project or a private project, just getting to the point where you can actually start construction takes a long time. Just the permitting and the financing and all of those things. And the credit system would basically allow developers to purchase credits from another developer that has exceeded their construction of affordable units. Anything in excess of what was required would be given as credits that could be sold to other developers so that they could move on with their projects and not be required to build units, because the units would be built by the original. So there's technically no loss of inventory, and it just provides for an opportunity for developers to not have to physically build the units. So I voted against it.
Yeah.
Mr. Kualii voted for it. I
Well,
did support the amendment. I did
Yes,
support
you
the
did.
amendment because that made it a better bill. Mr. Bulasan was excused yesterday, so we only had 6 people on the council. So on a 6-6 tie, as Mr. Kualii said, it defers to the next council meeting, which should be in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and
So
I
we'll see.
anticipate that Councilmember Bulasan will be supportive because he has been along the way, but you never know.
Never know until the day of the vote, man.
The
It's
one thing
just-
I would say too is that I think one of the arguments I made too was that any given developer, it may not be in their wheelhouse to do the affordable housing part. So if they get the credits from a nonprofit like Habitat for Humanity as an example, or PAL Kauai, Permanently Affordable Living Kauai, who focuses on doing affordable housing, then that nonprofit ends up with the money, they get the credit, they get to meet their requirement, and the nonprofit then builds the housing. And there is a requirement in the bill too that the housing, the affordable housing will be built in the area where the credits are given or are awarded, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we try to overcome as much of the concerns. So I think it's a good bill, but we're going to give it a try, hopefully, if we get the 4th vote in the next meeting.
I gotta say this though, I appreciate your, the evolution of this bill.
Yeah, we took our time, you know.
I really do, and the ability for not just the council members, but the community to submit input. And we did, we got testimony on both sides of
Yeah.
that issue, but the way it worked out is fine, and I think it's a good bill. I just don't support credits. I think if you're gonna build a development on Kauai, then you should physically build the housing units that are required. But
Ultimately, you got to follow your gut and do what you feel is right.
the other
And it's
thing,
just,
too,
one bill.
it's still 2 weeks before, council members can change their mind too.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
we can
you
still hear
never
from the
know.
public.
We might get Kipukai to come not support the bill in 2 weeks. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, folks, that was pretty much it. We were done before 10:30. All of that was done.
That's surprising.
before
We got a
10:30.
lot done in a
Yeah,
quick
it's
amount
crazy.
of time. I think we were focused, that's why, for whatever reason,
Yeah, I don't know. It was a good day.
as a whole.
As you can see, we're laughing. Anyway, I want to thank Huike again for allowing us to come into the studio here at the Huike Studios. Roger, our one amazing cameraman here and audio genius. He makes us sound good. He tries to make us look good, but when you get
And
these
he
two,
does
there's
so
only
much.
so much you can do. You can catch this, Huike airs our meetings on Channel 53. Please, please, please check it out. Or you can go to our website, the county website at www.kauai.gov. Hit the webcast meeting button and you can watch any meeting. Last week I went and watched the meeting from 2022. I was looking for a specific meeting and I found it in the archives, and amazing job from Huike and their team. So appreciate you guys. Thanks, Roger, and everyone else.
Mahalo, Huike. Roger.
Anything else, bro?
Nope.
If
Thank
not,
you guys so much. See you next
until
week.
next time.
Aloha.
Aloha and a hui ho.
Mahalo.